Nobody knew the janitor at St. Mercy Hospital was a former Navy SEAL sniper. To everyone, he was just a quiet man in his mid-30s, sweeping hallways and emptying trash cans with a nod and a polite smile. His name was Marcus Hale, and he had kept a low profile since leaving the military, preferring a life of anonymity over the chaos of fame. He never talked about his past, not even to the hospital staff, who often joked about how he seemed to be everywhere at once, anticipating every spill, every misplaced instrument, every minor emergency. But Marcus had a reason for his precision. He was trained to notice patterns, to anticipate danger, and to act when it mattered most. That morning, the hospital was bustling as usual. Nurses darted between wards, doctors rushed with clipboards in hand, and visitors sat anxiously in waiting rooms. Marcus was on his usual route, polishing the floors of the emergency wing, when he heard it, the sharp, unmistakable sound of gunfire echoing through the corridors. Panic erupted instantly as masked men stormed the hospital, brandishing automatic weapons and shouting orders. Patients screamed, children cried, and the staff froze in terror. It became immediately clear that this was not a robbery, it was a coordinated hostage situation. The terrorists had barricaded the main entrances, herded everyone into the lobby, and were demanding a ransom while threatening to execute hostages if anyone tried to escape. As chaos reigned, Marcus slipped away unnoticed, moving through the hospital like a shadow. Years of training kicked in. He memorized the layout, assessed the positions of the terrorists, and spotted the weak points in their strategy. He grabbed a maintenance closet at the edge of the roof and peered through a tiny ventilation shaft, revealing a perfect view of the lobby below. Slowly, he assembled his old sniper rifle, a piece of equipment that had not left his sight in years, its cold steel gleaming in the dim light. No one suspected the janitor they waved to earlier could now be their only hope. Time slowed as Marcus took careful aim. He eliminated the first two terrorists silently, their bodies dropping to the floor without a sound. Confusion spread among the remaining gunmen as they tried to comprehend what was happening. From his concealed position, Marcus relayed directions to the hospital security via radio, guiding them to secure the main exits. One by one, he picked off the terrorists with pinpoint accuracy, each shot calculated to neutralize the threat without endangering hostages. The entire ordeal seemed impossible to the staff hiding under tables and behind counters. The janitor, the quiet, unassuming janitor, was turning the tides single-handedly. Within minutes, the standoff was over. The last terrorist went down and the hostages were freed, many still shaking for fear, but unharmed. Marcus emerged from the shadows, slipping his rifle back into the maintenance closet and returning to his mop and bucket as if nothing had happened. Doctors and nurses stared, unable to reconcile the calm, gentle man in front of them with the lethal force they had witnessed from the rooftop. Later, when news crews arrived, there was no headline about the janitor, only a vague report about a security officer handling the situation. Marcus didn't care. To him, the mission was never about recognition, it was about saving lives. And as he resumed his rounds, quietly sweeping a corridor near the pediatric ward, he smiled faintly, knowing that nobody would ever suspect the hero in their midst.